Get ready for your daily dose of WordPress and web development tips, tricks, and insights to help you find success with WordPress. You're listening to WP the Podcast with your hosts, David Blackman and Tim Streifler.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of WP the Podcast, brought to you by WPGears.com. I'm David Blackman.
And I'm Tim Streifler.
Today in episode 659, we talk about why we install Cloudflare on every website we build. And before I let Tim dive off into this topic, you may have noticed a little bit different intro on our openings the last few episodes. I've been giving the full URL for WP Gears, WPGears.com. Go over and check it out. We've got a lot of new and exciting things going on with, at WPGears.com. Tim and I are going to take and just make it a WordPress content producing podcast and learning platform for all things WordPress, business, marketing. So if you're not on our email list, head on over to WPGears.com, sign up for our email list because we put out a tremendous amount of free content that can help you, benefit you in building websites for clients or just growing your own business. So WPGears.com, go check it out. Tim, dive into the topic. Why do we put Cloudflare on every single website we build?
Yeah, so Cloudflare is sort of a content delivery network. It's a lot more than that, but basically it's a way to speed up your site as well as add security enhancements. So, for example, it's free. There's pro versions, but most of the sites I put on, I just use the free plan. It will speed up your site because it's going to load everything through the Cloudflare network, specifically some of the heavier parts of your website. So it's going to speed up your site. The second thing it's going to do is going to add some security enhancements. And so because Cloudflare is so widely used, they know the IP addresses that are spammers, hackers, stuff like that. And so they're going to automatically block a ton of bad traffic to your site. So right off the bat, just by using Cloudflare, because of the popularity and how many sites are using it, your website's going to be a lot safer. Now, I'm kind of giving you a very elementary definition of kind of these key things here. There's a lot more to it. There's a lot of different tools it's built into Cloudflare. One of them is really fast DNS. So DNS is basically for your website, you tell the internet where your website's hosted. And so when you update your DNS records, you're telling the internet that, hey, my website's now going to be found over on this server here. And so when you use Cloudflare, you are basically using their DNS, and that's how they do everything. And so what I love about it is it's really fast DNS. So if I am changing from one server to another server, I can update the DNS records in Cloudflare to point to the new server, and it's instant because of their Cloudflare network and the way that it works, compared to typically when you host DNS with your hosting company or your domain registrar, it might take 24 hours to propagate. And so for 24 hours, you're not sure if users are going to the old site or the new site. With Cloudflare, it happens instantly, seamlessly. And so kind of my launch routine when I launch a new website, whether it's for a client or for myself or whatever, I'll make sure I get that website on Cloudflare 24, 48 hours in advance before the new site launches. So when I'm ready to launch, I flip the switch by changing the DNS records, and then it's done. It's live everywhere. And so those are some of the reasons why we love Cloudflare and why we put it on every website that we build, and why you should too. Again, I'm just kind of scratching the surface here, and I definitely do not plan to or claim to be a Cloudflare expert, because there's so much there that you can do, and I've really only scratched the surface. But for those key features, I've gotten really, really good use out of it.
Do not let Tim fool you. He's a Cloudflare expert. He is our Cloudflare expert, that's for sure. That's why he talks so much on all of our Cloudflare issues, or episodes, not issues. Tomorrow we've got another great topic, page cacheability and why it matters for WordPress. I think I just scrolled over. Yeah, hold on a second here. Let me get you the topic. Why it matters for WordPress? Page speed. Man, that one was kind of half. Tim and I have a spreadsheet, and I'm throwing myself under the bus, obviously. And it was half on the tab and not. So I could only read half of it, and I wasn't prepared. So I apologize. Tune in tomorrow to find out why page cacheability and why it matters in WordPress page speed. Tim, I'm giving up, man. Let's go to the next episode. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
There we go. Take care. Bye-bye.
We've come to the end of today's episode of WP the Podcast. Join us tomorrow for more daily tips and strategies designed to help you run your WordPress business towards success. Remember to subscribe to WP the Podcast so you can stay up to date with each episode. And don't forget to rate and review us. We'll see you again tomorrow right here on WP the Podcast.